Hi, I'm Steve Good and welcome to my Scroll Saw Workshop. I'm going to talk about a topic tonight that is a pretty common problem for new scroll sawers, and that is how to get the pattern onto the wood so you can cut it. Now, years ago we used to take carbon paper and we'd actually trace the pattern right onto the wood, and as you can imagine, for more complicated patterns that was really a hassle. So then we kind of moved on to using the rubber cement, and that worked a little bit, but the pattern would usually try to lift off the wood when you tried to cut, so that wasn't so great. Then we discovered the spray adhesive, the temporary spray adhesive, and that works really good for getting the pattern on the wood, but the problem is getting the pattern back off of the wood. So we went through all kinds of crazy things to do that. At first I would try to sand the pattern off, and that really made a mess. Then I went on to using mineral spirits to lift the pattern off the wood, and that was better, but still I didn't like that technique. It was kind of messy. So then I moved on to my heat gun, which is what I usually use now, just to heat the glue back off the back of the pattern and peel it away. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. What if you didn't have to do any of that? What if the paper that you used to print the pattern on actually already had the glue on the back of it, and all you had to do is peel and stick? And at the end, once you finish cutting your pattern, if you could just peel it right back off again. Well, that sounds like a perfect solution, and I had seen this product a few times on the web, but I had never tried it before. And I got an email the other day from a reader that used this stuff and really liked it, and he wanted to send me a few sheets of it to try, so that's what we're going to do tonight. It is a product. It's a removable adhesive paper, and you can purchase this at Sloan's Woodshop, and that's www.sloanswoodshop.com, and I'll put a link to that on the blog, and you'll be able to get it there. Now, you can use this in copiers, laser printers, or inkjet printers, and the price might be a catch. I haven't made up my mind yet because I'm going to use this for the first time tonight myself. But 10 sheets, which would give you a good sample to make up your mind whether you like this stuff or not, is only $3.95. So, okay, not too bad. 25 sheets is $9.50, 100 sheets is $30, and 250 sheets is $65. So, it probably costs a little bit more than the spray adhesive, but if you don't scroll every day, it might be worth it just to get rid of the aggravation of getting the pattern off the wood. So what I'm going to do today is I've printed some Christmas ornaments on this sheet, and what we're going to do is go through applying the patterns to the wood. We'll make the cut, and then we'll come back and try to remove the pattern and just see how well it goes. I've got some 1/4 inch Baltic birch ply that I'm going to use to cut these ornaments out of. And I've got 4 ornaments printed onto this page, but I think we'll just cut this in half and do a couple here tonight, or maybe just one, just to see how the product works. And if you look at this, when you print on it, you'll see that one side has a seam down the middle, which allows you to grab the backing and peel it away from the sticky pattern part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this sheet in half. And we'll only use these first 2 patterns on this piece of wood, since it's pretty much sized just perfectly for this. And what I'm going to do, and this is again the first time I've done it, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to peel the adhesive backing away and apply it to the wood. So the pattern obviously went on the wood real nice. I like the way it laid down. It feels nice and firm on there. So now what we'll do is we'll take this over to the drill press, and the first test will be to see how it holds up to the drill bit. So we'll do that next. I'll start the entry holes here, and we'll see how the paper holds up to the drill bit going through the paper. And 4 entry holes to drill there in that first ornament, and I would say pretty good. We didn't have any lifting at all off of the wood from removing the drill bit back out of the paper, so I'd say step number 2 went pretty well. Let's head over to the scroll saw. Here at the scroll saw, I've gone ahead and put a number 3 scroll reverse blade in the saw, and that's what I'm going to use to cut the ornament. Went ahead and penetrated the first entry hole, and we'll begin the first cut and just see what I think. Well, I would say for the first cut that was pretty impressive. Had absolutely no lifting. Again, it wasn't a very intricate cut, and I wasn't cutting close to another piece that was already cut out. But I would say that was pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little more sawing here, cut the rest of this ornament out, and let you watch a few minutes of it, and then I'll turn the camera off and finish up, and then we'll go over to the workbench and see how easily this paper comes back off of the wood. Okay, there's the first cut where we had some pieces that were pretty thin, and I'll zoom in here to see if you can get a better look at this. We did have a little lifting of the pattern. I wouldn't say that's anything too terrible. It's not unusual to get a little lifting from a pattern, but that is pretty loose. So I'll turn the camera off here now and finish the cut, and meet you back over to the workbench. Back over here at the workbench now. As you can see, I finished cutting the ornament, this little Christmas tree ornament. And what I want to do now is remove the leftover paper from the pattern and just see how easy it comes off. First, I do want to show you that when I was cutting it, one of the concerns I had about this paper is how much lifting I would have as I was cutting. And I won't say it's bad, but I did get one significant lift on this piece right here where the paper wanted to come off pretty bad. So I'm still not 100% sold on that part, but let's go ahead and remove the pattern. And I definitely have to give an A+ for removal. I don't think you'll ever get a pattern off any easier than that right there. It literally just peeled right off. Okay, I guess now I want to give you my final thoughts on this product. And again, it's the removable adhesive paper that you can buy from Sloan's Wood Shop. And again, I'll put the URL to where you can get it on my blog. Starting out with the printing on the paper, the print came out nice and crisp and dark, so there didn't seem to be any problems with that. Now this particular sheet that I was using didn't come fresh out of the box, so it might have had a little moisture in it, but again, it printed fine, so there's no problem there. I would give that an A. The ease of getting the pattern onto the wood, again, you'd have to give that an A. The adhesive backing peels right off, and it went onto the wood with no problem at all. So I would give that a high score also, probably an A. The next thing that I was concerned about was the lifting of the pattern off the wood as I cut. And I'm going to probably give that a C. I might have to change my mind on that after a while. I want to do some more experimenting with it on using some spiral blades and try to do a portrait pattern, some more intricate work, and just see exactly what we have there. But what I saw tonight off this just simple Christmas ornament, I think I would give the lifting a C. Removing the pattern from the wood, again, I'd have to go back to an A. It peeled off just perfect, just exactly like you would like to do it. The other thing that I would have to rate it as a high score on is a lot of times when you use the spray adhesive and you lift the pattern off the wood, even if it comes off fairly easy, you'll feel a lot of residue of the glue that you usually have to sand off. And with this particular product, there's no glue residue left on the wood at all. And that's, I think, right now the thing I like the best about it. So as just a side note there, I think I would give that an A also, because I always hate trying to get that glue residue off there, because sometimes it's pretty hard to do. So I guess all in all, I would give this product a pretty high mark. Not totally sold on the price of it. If you do as much scrolling as I do, it might get kind of expensive because I literally go through dozens of patterns a week, so might be a problem. But if you're a part-time weekend scroller and you just don't want the hassle of applying the pattern and then trying to get it off, might be a great product for you to try. I'm Steve Good. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time here at the Scroll Saw Workshop.